What's good, everybody? My name is Valor. Welcome back to the Messy Workbench. And this time it's a little bit less messy because I've been working on clearing things out, got my spring bin all sorted and put somewhere else. I upgraded to a plastic toter, but that's besides the point because I've got this thing. Well, to begin with, this is a rival Kronos, but the rival Kronos doesn't have a barrel attachment point. What's going on here? Let me just twist it off and, oh, what's this? That's an aluminum barrel. Yes, this is a Kronomag adapter designed by my friend who goes by the name Alpaca, at least in the Nerf hobby. And he's been working on a few different things, this being one of them. This is a different sort of take on the Kronos adapter that's meant to be a little bit easier to install than the My Venom one. And let me just put this back on here. Let me just show you how it works on the inside and everything, and we'll get back to you now. And this is what it looks like inside. It completely replaces the front plate the orange muzzle had, and it allows you to have the muzzle piece as well as all of this all contained. And in my opinion, it works a little bit easier than the My Venom one. Not saying that the My Venom one is bad or anything, it's just that was like the first iteration, and this is something that's sort of improving on it. Mine is a little bit misprinted where it curled up a little bit and where this corner was not supported because I didn't need support at all. This is the sort of prototype one. I've voiced my concerns about fixing that and everything. Like on the catch here, it actually doesn't, it's quite thin, and it also doesn't have any sort of flare to hold the spring, and actually did have an issue where the spring popped off. But it is very, very simple. I just have K26 in here right now with the work people because that is a very, very comfy and very durable thing. And the pusher just gets epoxied into the front, just like the pusher I designed for the My Venom, although that one is a little bit iffy at this point because it does need to be tweaked and upgraded and stuff, which it will be done in the future. But for now, this is great. The only thing I would suggest next is if you want one of these, you can just basically slice the file up to this point, up to where it just completely caps it, and then drill it out for a brass breech if you're going to go with an even higher spring load. With this, I'm getting quite good performance as is after I put some Teflon tape underneath the O-ring. And yeah, it's performing quite well. I'm averaging about 150, so I'm going to get this button backed up now. And there we go. Let's put some muzzle back on here. It's upside down. And there it is. I really like this thing. It is very easy to install. It's just a few pieces that you print, mag release, mag well, and then the pusher that you epoxy into the thing. One thing you will have to do if you're going to epoxy or any sort of glue the pusher into the plunger tube, you will have to use something like rubbing alcohol to clear out any grease that's in there, which will mess with your epoxy and stuff, and it will cause it to break off after a while. That is one of the main things you got to do. The inside supports do need to be trimmed. There is like a barrel support that goes on the bottom that you have to trim off. Obviously, you need to cut the hole for the mag well on the bottom, but after that is really nice. I do like that the mag release is farther back so you can hit it with your middle finger. I know that the My Venom one does come pretty far back, but it's more meant so you can hit it with your thumb. And I'm going to fire off a few for you. And I've got another thing I really like is the Kronomag by Thantacles and Squiggles. This is the shortest one that they offer, and it is a 10-round mag, which is absolutely crazy considering the fact that the 14 or 15-round Katana mag is nearly twice the length because it uses a compression spring behind the follower that has to compress. The Katana actually just uses a drum spring for the foam blast cells. But that's besides the point. I'm going to show it in here. It chambers nicely. With the aluminum barrel, I'm getting about 150 FPS with the K26. And that is what I'm designed to be, is a sidearm. Now I could even run this as a primary, which I did a little bit at the event, for the Nerfing for Autism event, if you're curious, with the North Carolina Dart Coliseum. But combined with all this is really nice. I'm going to have to make a version of my barrel for the Kronos, so I can, that is twist lock, which the current version of it does kind of fit over it, but there's this ridge here that actually prevents it from going on fully. Now I'm going to design a version that is able to twist lock and be basically Nerf barrel compatible, which will mean I'll have to make it a little wider and stuff, but as long as I can get it to work, it should be fine. But that is screaming. It used to be hitting around 145 before I polished the barrel using some Brasso and essentially a stick with some paper towel on it that I stuck into a drill chuck. I love the sound of worker darts. But the 10-round Kronomag makes a perfect sort of thing for it. I might make a slightly shorter one so that this bottom cap meets the mag well, but as is, it's great because it's a little bit ridiculous with the 14 or 15 round Katana official mag. It's still quite nice. It looks a bit like a Tech 9 or whatever at that point, but let me know what you think. He is going to be working on getting a machined pusher and possibly a injection molded magwell, so he could sell this fully as a drop-in kit you can buy from someone like Out of Darts or whatever, or Work or whatever. But yeah, thanks for watching. My name is Valor. I'll see you next time. All my links, like, share, subscribe, down below.